Well, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majeski Weather Studios with your weather update, your YouTube version here on your November the 7th, 2025. Well, things looking pretty good here across North Georgia. Not bad. We got some clouds moving in. We knew that was going to be coming in sometime today. That's going to lead to some rain chances for tonight. But the big weather story continues to be this big Arctic plunge that's coming our way going into Monday, and the question marks surrounding on whether we're going to see any kind of snow, maybe flurries or otherwise across North Georgia. I got the latest information on that. Plus, we'll tell you how cold we expect to get by Tuesday morning and the rebound in those temperatures in my 7-day, which I think you want to stick around for. Now, before we get rolling into that, if you're new here on the YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, please help our little growing channel if you can. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content, and make this part of your regular YouTube feed. All right, let's go ahead and take a look right now up in Blue Ridge as we've got some sunshine, some clouds moving in, a little bit of a breeze, but things not looking too bad up there as we're starting to see the clouds increase. The moisture, you feel a little bit of humidity coming back a little bit. A little more sunshine down toward Lake Lanier, at least for now, but we're going to see more clouds coming in for this afternoon as we continue through the day. And as we look at our radar, it is clear for the moment, but for tonight we are expecting some rain, maybe a rumble thunder or two for tonight as we watch for this system to move on through our area. Satellite imagery showing a lot of clouds here across our area, starting to come in out of Alabama. I see that moving out ahead of that system. I think a lot of the most main severe weather is going to be up here into central portions of Tennessee here going in for tonight. Regionally looking like this, seeing a little bit of this rain down here across portions of Alabama for right now, but we'll get on the action a little bit later tonight, as the Storm Prediction Center does have us under a marginal risk. They took this out this morning. They put it back in about an hour later, but the northwest zones as this front comes on through. Now, there is a tornado risk up across portions of central Tennessee, I think. We're talking about a weak spin up here. This is going to be coming in at night, and that's why I'm not overly concerned about it. We were losing that instability factor, the heat factor, and this time of year, you really need to have all those ingredients together to kind of get anything spun up. If we do get a severe thunderstorm, it'll be very isolated, very brief, and I expect this thing to move on through quickly here for tonight. In fact, as we go ahead and take a look at our forecast model data here, taking you in for tonight, we're looking at the latest here from the NAM model here. Again, looking pretty quiet here for this evening. Seeing a few thunderstorms there in South Alabama, and then we see a few showers coming in for tonight. Notice the thunderstorms there, like there's a looking like one right near the Rome area, for example, just north of there, coming on through. And this thing slides on through. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, we're looking pretty good. So the afternoon tomorrow is looking pretty good. Go out and see some fall foliage. Enjoy yourself, looking pretty good there. Then we're going to turn our attention to the cold air coming in on Sunday. The model catches this as we go to about 4 o'clock. I'm seeing that 540, the freezing line, starting to come on in as that cold air starts to funnel on in here across our area. And that cold air is going to be crashing down to the surface to the point to where it's kicking out some snow showers, so flurries here across Tennessee, North Alabama, showing up late on Sunday. And then it works into North Georgia going into your Monday. In fact, we'll go ahead and talk about that. We'll look at the latest model data on this. We'll look at the European model. Again, timing on this for your Sunday afternoon as it moves on through. And then it looks like the initial snow flurries, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning here across portions of extreme North Georgia, maybe up toward Blue Ridge or Blairsville. All right, but that's not really the main thing. The main thing comes up here. This is our cold upper level core up here. It's dropping down to the south, and that's what's going to squeeze the atmosphere like a sponge and bring in that snow chance. So here it comes, drops on down. Look at this. Wow, that's a bigger area being covered here with snow, and a pretty good upslope there across the central Smokies. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some 6-inch plus totals in there. Would not shock me. Like Mount Mitchell, I think generally 1 to 4, but it would not shock me to see a little higher total. Not out of the realm of possibility, especially with a system like this. So as this thing slides on through, it looks like the window for snow is going to be between, say, 1 o'clock and then be done by around 10. So that's our window there across North Georgia. Pulls on out. It'll be very cold on Tuesday, but the good news is this thing's going to warm right back up. Look how quickly this thing's going to move up out of here. This really kicks on out of here, and then we're looking at much better weather here as we go into later in the week. All right, so let's look at your forecast maps here as we track this. Watch the little timestamp there at the top there as we go through the next week here. Again, here comes our frontal system on your Sunday. Got that slight rain chance. We got best rain chance will be for Friday night into Saturday morning, and then Saturday night into Sunday morning. 2 little periods of possible rain there. And then Monday, we're looking cold and frigid, very, very cold northerly winds. When you see that many isobars packed in there, the pressure gradient is pretty tight. So I expect we could be flirting with wind advisory potential there on Monday as well. Tuesday, high pressure settles in for a very cold night. And then Wednesday, the winds become westerly. We start looking at a little westerly wind starting to back around that high, and that'll warm us up into Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday looking pretty good. Really not looking at any major weather systems coming at us. We're just going to be looking at fairly, I'd say, seasonable temperatures here toward the end of next week. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your forecast here as we go through the rest of your period here. Again, not looking too bad out there. We're going to be looking at some pretty good weather and not bad here for tomorrow. So after the rains tonight, looking good. 74, 57. Again, the overnight low is going to be pretty mild because of the rain threat and clouds for tonight. And you can see this as far as the regional map here. A lot of 50s out there. 1/4 to 1/2 inch. That's what I'm thinking as far as rainfall. As far as daytime highs tomorrow, everybody mostly in the 70s. Normal high is supposed to be in like the mid-60s, 65, 66, somewhere in there. And we're definitely running above that here for tomorrow. Now, regionally looking like this, 73 up in Nashville, 80 in Mobile. That's a warm day. 79 in Columbia, 68 in Asheville. So everybody around in the southeast looking at above normal temperatures there. Next 7 days, here we go. Yes, I bring in a little bit of a snow chance. I'm keeping that probability low for right now, but it's there. For Monday for North Georgia, 43, 33 in Gainesville. And I think that high will be early in the day. We're going to fall into the 30s. And then 49, 27 on Veterans Day. Nice warm up though, back in the 60s and lower 40s as we head into Thursday and Friday. So getting back to more seasonable levels a little bit later in the week. So anyway, we're going to be watching this all weekend long. Make sure you stay tuned on our main Facebook page. That's where we'll be doing a lot of our updates here. And again, we'll keep you updated here on the potential for any kind of winter weather here across North Georgia, even if it's just a teaser, because that's what this is. It's a teaser. We're not, anything that gets as far as precipitation, as far as accumulating snows, that's going to be predominantly up into the higher elevations, maybe Brasstown Bald, maybe a dusting up there, and the main snow should make up in the Smokies. All right, that's y'all's weather update for now. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great, safe weekend. Bye-bye.